Hi, welcome to It's a High Raw Life, episode 10. And a good friend of mine just said, you know, when you put the episode number, you should really put a hint as to what you're making so people can find it. I'm totally going to do that. That's a good idea. Before we get started with what we are making today, I wanted to tell you a little bit about some flax crackers that I made. One of the reasons I wanted to get a dehydrator, so if you're thinking about getting one, I did a ton of research and I want to make sure it'd really be worth it. And I do make several things in there now, but I do try to mainly just eat the fruits and vegetables, but you need to have some other things sometime to make it livable, doable, enjoyable. So flax crackers are a big thing for me. Before I had the dehydrator, I was able to buy some in a few different places. So expensive. I mean, I had to count it as a major treat. It was $6, $7 for a small package. So I just want to show you, I ran out of flax seeds and I had to get some last night. This bag is approximately, I'm going to say 2 cups of flax seeds. It was $1.31, okay? Now, you take 1 cup of flax seeds to 1.5 cups of water and let that soak. I'm going to show you what gloopy is, okay? It's still getting gloopy, but I don't know how to show you. Here we go. See that? It just turns into these dry seeds and a little water. It turns into a mass. Can you see how it's gloopy? Gloopy. No, we don't need to mix it because I'm just letting this soak. This is for another batch. But what I wanted to show you was how much 1 cup of flax seeds actually makes. So for about 75 cents or less in flax seeds and water, and all that I put in this mix of crackers was salt, pepper, and onion powder. And I've got a whole tray. So I'm going to fill up a container with my crackers. And I'm making more, and the reason I'm making more is that I might send them to someone as a little present because everyone should try them. They're really good. So look at this giant pile. For sure, this is way more than I would have bought in one of those bags. Okay, so I'm just saying that if you're not sure, what will I make, what will I do with a dehydrator, that's one of those things. Okay, we're going to need to use that for our recipe, so let's not touch it to my hair, okay? Should we tell them what we're making? What are we making?
Hummus.
Hummus, but not regular hummus with chickpeas. We're making no bean hummus. And it is so awesome. I've made it and I have brought it to a party. I've made it for a party. And people don't know. They have no idea that there's no chickpeas in there. So I am going to post the actual recipe with amounts down below in the description box. So here's what we have. 2 decent-sized zucchini, peeled and cut up. Would you like to pour in the lemon juice? This is a 1/2 cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice. Again, I just squeeze it into something I can pour it out of, and then, get rid of the pits later. The recipe calls for 4 cloves of garlic. I find that to be a little intense, so I'm going to do about 3.5. Just shake it out a little bit, bounce it up and down. And also, you have to adjust the salt level. I'm using less than a teaspoon of salt, and the salt that I'm using, I bought some fun new salt. Want to check it out? Himalayan crystal. It's pink. And I've seen that on websites, and I know it's really expensive, so maybe this wasn't the best quality, but it says it's Aloha Bay Himalayan table and cooking salt. Says it's the best salt on earth, so. You want to hold that, or do you want to pour in the olive oil? Next comes a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Can you move the strainer? Just put that down right there. We'll wipe that up after. And here you go. Pour in the olive oil. Now I'm using a food processor. I made this in the blender. So if you want to, go ahead, knock yourself out. I like it to be really textured. I don't like it to be so smooth. But the reason I'm making this is I was thinking, oh, I have all these flax crackers now, and I'm making some more. I need some hummus to go with it. So that's how that came about. Okay, so here's tahini.
Mom, I'll say this whole thing.
Go ahead, knock yourself out. Put that to tahini right in there. Good. 3/4 of a cup. It's a lot, but, you know, that's what they use anyway. I'm just going to scrape it. I'm going to try to take that off into there. That's it. There's really not that many ingredients in there. Okay, let's put the top on. So I'm kind of psyched for lunch. I think I'm going to have some flax crackers with hummus and a salad. Doesn't that sound good? You too? Good. Okay, go ahead and press that down. It's going to be loud. You want to close your ears or run out? Okay, run out. Good. It's loud. See, just pulse it a bunch of times. It's really good. It's incredible. And the thing that I thought was so amazing was that chickpeas apparently don't make the flavor, and it's all the tahini. And then the zucchini creates a texture just like the chickpeas. Now, a really long time ago, I was in a bookstore, and I was going through a raw food recipe book, one of the ones I couldn't afford. It was really big with pictures, and I'd like to give credit to the person that I took this recipe from, but I can't because I don't remember. But it was a big, beautiful, colorful book. And we had a garden, and I had zucchini, and I looked up zucchini and came across this recipe. And it's just fantastic. And this will keep in the refrigerator for a full week, like easily. I don't really want to use that spoon. I'll take another one. I'm just going to try it. Is it good? Oh, I picked a fork. That's okay. It's fantastic. You know, hummus with chickpeas is good because chickpeas are healthy, but I don't really want to eat the chickpeas, and they're not raw, and I try to, you know, eat high raw. And the other thing is, you know, chickpeas are high calories. They're not high calories, but you know what I mean. Zucchini is a lot less, and then it balances out the fact that tahini is pretty intense. So, oh, that didn't look nice. My editing department should take that out. But it tastes so nice. I'm going to post this recipe. It is so easy. You have to make this no bean hummus. It's fantastic. Thanks again for watching and for bearing with me with all my silliness and spilling stuff everywhere. Very classy. See you again on It's a High Raw Life. Bye.